Welcome to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Join us as we review our favorite RPGs, collectible card games, MMOs, video games, PC games, and bring up interesting topics and things that we'd like to share with everyone. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
So do you guys have any preferred reason why you're hanging out together, doing what you do together? Besides Scum loves numbers.
I'm looking for work, you know?
I guess we're all looking for work.
Okay. Especially with your new droid companion.
Yeah.
Who's the good... He's
Oh, no, she still has a restraining bolt, so...
Yeah.
So that means if you have a restraining bolt, who are you working for? Or who do you belong to right now?
My master has died.
Oh, you're no.
So, quick question. On your restraining bolt, what directives does it have on it? Because it's sort of like we think RoboCop of what directives he can't break.
I just can't do anything bad, really. It was my master's way to troll me. Pretty much put a restraining bolt on and died, and now I can't do anything. Just have to wander around and.
So does it mean
what did your master do?
Physical violence or?
Pretty much. I have to be a pacifist droid.
Oh no.
You just see a sign and we'll work for repairs.
Sadly, it's in binary.
Yeah.
10101111.
Oh, but I don't know that.
Oh, that's true. The Splicer's like, hey, you're looking for a job? Follow me. Okay, so pretty much you guys, you know, you're on the Smugglers moon. Everything eventually ends up on the Smugglers moon. It's just at, you know, off the hut planet. There's work everywhere, but it's finding the right work for the right people. Mm-hmm. So we began a day at the market. As pretty much you guys are doing your circuit of, because unfortunately as a smuggler group you get to have access to a ship. Kind of good thing because you don't have a pilot with you right now, but that can always be fixed later on.
Hey, I actually got pretty good piloting skills.
That's true.
I'm 3 green and 1 yellow.
Yeah, you can get out of orbit. Mm-hmm. So you guys are basically doing the whole. You've gone to the Toydarion market where there's a nice little cafe there where you can have some food, watch the bounty boards go across. I'm sure your Slicer friend is using the internet to get in there and look for things. There's lots of fancy bounties that you know that you probably, and you do have a bounty hunter with you,
right?
Which means you do have a legitimate licensed bounty hunter, because usually being non-bounty hunters going after bounties. They can shoot you.
Frown on that.
Yeah.
They can shoot you. They won't shoot each other due to the bounty hunter bylaws,
yes.
But they will shoot non-bounty hunters in a second.
You ain't union.
Yeah, exactly. You aren't with a house. You're not licensed.
Step on the beat.
So while you guys are doing your thing, you're heading back through the Toydarion market, which is basically it's this big giant bazaar in the smuggling market. It's like the place where you will find everything.
Well, if we're walking together, I'm going to take off a restraining bolt.
Okay, do you have mechanics?
Well, I was going to say,
I do have mechanics, actually. I have. Well, you're a better mechanic,
yeah.
So let him take it
okay.
off. Because I have 2 green.
Okay.
Just 2 green.
So you guys noticed this sad little droid and basically told the droid to follow you?
Yeah.
But he can't until we remove the bolt.
Well, you can follow. You just can't do anything violent.
Yeah, we'll go off kind of out of the way area. You know,
Okay.
probably look suspicious taking off
I'll do one.
bolts
I'll look out
in
while
public.
he's jimmying the restraining bolt.
Okay, you kind of do your whole broaden your shoulders and put your back to them so that you can do his little business.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look
go
nice
ahead and
and-
give me a mechanics roll against 2 purple. Now, do you have any tools on you that would help you in this?
I do. I have, let's see, what do I got? I got my utility belt.
Okay, blue dice. Yeah, you have the right tools.
So let's see.
So give yourself a blue dice bonus.
Okay, and so 2 green, yellow, 2 purple, you said?
Yep.
And blue. So let's see. Got 1 fill, so we got a bonus. Is that, okay, that's 2 advantages.
It's 3 advantages.
Or 3.
3 advantages and 2 successes?
Yeah.
Oh, you get that restraining bolt off in a jiffy.
I think I'll need to. Oh, shit, came off
You're
before I got my
actually
tool out.
Yeah, if you would like, you can give her a blue dice to her next action because you pop that thing off and put some loose wires back together where you're at it. So you did it half the time, plus you got a little boost of, woo, extra power's been diverted. Evil restraining bolt.
Cool,
Now the question is, do you want to keep it as a memento?
No.
Okay.
But I will retain it.
Hey, you never
You can always use it on another droid.
Right.
on another droid.
Where she gets that. I mean,
Because you can always put it back on her with the only rule saying, don't hurt me.
right?
Because that's the nice thing with restraining bolts. You program them and you're there. So as you guys are going through the market, all of a sudden, as you're doing your thing and looking at the different things going on, and all of a sudden Grindu pings you guys on your comms.
Okay, because I do have
And he's looking at me like, I do?
Yes, no, good.
Because on his data pad, he's running his facial recognition software as he's walking through the market, because that's what slashers are wanting to do when looking for bounty jobs. I do, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and give me a computers against 3 purple. Unfortunately, this is a kind of quietly.
See, this is why I'm a negotiator, because I'm the only licensed bounty hunter.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh dear. Not too bad.
I still got a success.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so success.
Yeah, success. What do we got? 1 success, and then those are. So we got 1 extra.
Your dice makes it
So
easier
it makes it easier if you like. Okay, so these 2 cancel each other out.
Okay.
Okay, and then
So there's still 1.
this
good
one
there.
cancels out one of those.
Yep.
So he's got one success and 1 advantage.
Perfect. So all of a sudden on your data pad, you get a ping on facial recognition.
Okay.
Just across the way at the market, sitting in a little cafe type of little setup, you notice a female Deveronian that's pinged up as a quiet bounty post. Basically, it's not up for the Bounty Hunter Guild. It's basically one of those small local bounties.
Okay.
Posted by a local smuggler whose name you actually recognize. Lady Satori. Basically, you guys have heard of her. She's basically wanting to start her own little smuggling consortium, but she's really, really small school, you know. Supposedly, because by the way, the time era is after A New Hope, so after Alderaan has been dusted, the first Death Star has been dusted in return. Supposedly, she is Alderaanian and supposedly noble, but nobody's been able to prove otherwise. But she's a very attractive-looking female who's good at negotiation and being really wily. Well, the bounty that you're picking off is off a smuggler his name is Shavik. He's a male Deveronian. And the bounty is basically 3,000 credits for him brought in alive.
That's 1,000 credits each.
Yep.
And the reason is on the little bounty posting is the little extra information is basically this smuggler was hired to bring weapons to the smuggler's moon. And unfortunately, they showed up, but they absconded with the weapons that they picked up that were pre-purchased to take to the smuggler's moon.
Oh,
and
that was delivered.
as well as the bounty for alive for Shavik, there's also a would you like to know more button.
Oh yeah.
So you ping the button, and basically it brings a little comm up with a Rodian, and basically Rodian Slicer, you can tell he's on his data pad. He's basically, what would you like to know? Squishy Rodian lips.
So extra. So I don't know. Is there details on the lost goods?
Oh yes, the reward is for Shavik as well as a 500 credit bounty for any of his crew members. For them, they can be dead or alive. And it scrolls by and shows a picture of like 5 different people, different races. Most of them are actually Deveronian, you notice. There's a few Rhodians, but it's mostly Deveronians in this group for some reason. As well as a 10% finder's fee for the disruptor rifles.
Nice.
On delivery.
Sweet.
Are you saying you'd like to take this bounty?
Huh? Give me 1 second. I
Yes.
ping them. For that. All right. We will accept that bounty for you.
Okay. Ah, very good. And basically, you get the exchange of email addresses, on the holonet.
Yep.
So that way, you can ping them back at a moment's notice to this Rhodian's private channel, and good luck, and may we exchange credits shortly.
For sure.
Okay, so basically you see they're sitting there with a very strong, muscular-looking human, and basically you can see they're hashing something out. Like, literally, he's sitting at the table, you see he's got his heavy-duty blaster pistol on the side and a vibro saber on the other side. Female Deveronian next to him leaning over the table, and she looks like she's all business. She's pointing at the data pad that they're passing back and forth. It looks like they're negotiating something.
Okay.
And you notice that the muscular human next to him has got a group of 4 Gamorrean guards around him.
Ooh.
Now, these don't look like your typical Hut Gamorrean guards. They do look like tough thugs, but they've got basically cudgels instead of axes. Like the usual choice weapon of a Gamorrean thug would be the vibro axe. But they've got basically it looks like just baton billy sticks.
Yeah, not looking to kill a person.
And literally, you guys, does anyone want to try a perception to see if they can overhear the conversation?
I want to try perception.
Now, it is going to be 2 black dice because it's the middle of the bazaar.
A lot of background. Let's see.
Who is that? I
And
have
it's
a
going to
green
be
and
2 purple.
I have a green and a yellow for perception.
Well, you can all try it.
Yeah.
You get a blue though, by the way, because remember he gave you one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're apparently that boost of power has been routed to your audio
awesome!
systems.
Look at that. Okay, I got nothing.
A complete wash.
So it was 2 blacks and what?
2 blacks against 2 purple.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 blacks.
2 blacks and 2 purple
and
against
purple.
your pride.
Okay.
Oh, she got triumph.
Oh.
I didn't know I hear that.
Wow, those sensors.
Does the triumph
Yep.
cancels the failure, right?
Well,
Or-
the triumph automatically will happen.
yeah, but
Yeah, it'll trump that failure.
yeah. So.
And you have 1 advantage as well. See, I was mainly looking for threats because as narrative dice goes, say you had 3 threats as a group, maybe the Gamorreans notice you guys looking that direction.
Right.
So we have 1 threat from,
Yep. So 1 threat, which that's not bad.
and I'm a wash.
And,
Yes.
a success.
But she has an advantage
So-
she has an advantage and a triumph.
So as you're overhearing them start talking about a negotiation of dropping off the goods, your amazing audio sensors are super tweaked up right now. You're like at a 25 out of the 1 to 10 scale. And your little audio receptors tweaking, and you're getting a bionic woman thing of all of a sudden you're picking up the exact conversation of them saying, "Now listen here, don't you try to skimp on these disruptor rifles. I burned a lot of hyper lanes to get these to you, and you better give me top dollar for these disruptor rifles. I've got 25 back on our ship, and if you don't pay me right now, the half we agreed on, I am not going to keep those on that ship."
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, we need to get to the ship.
And while she was saying that,
And since it is a triumph, I will tell you that you get the designation for what platform that they're on. AAC 7D468.
Oh, okay.
So you know exactly what platform they're on.
Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna start looking up information on the guy and the ship and his ship on the computer.
You can look up information on the guy. I mean, now that she can convey to you his name.
Yep.
A quick slice.
Well, we already have his name.
No, the people they're talking to.
Oh.
The human.
Right.
So who's the human?
What's the?
It's going to be against 2 purple.
2 purple.
He's fairly well known in these fights. If you have Underworld skill, you can run that as well.
Underworld's 3 versus my slicing. Ouch. So it's like 1 extra failure, but I got 2. What's that?
He got 2 advantage, but 1 failure.
Okay, any particular way you'd like to spend that advantage? So basically, when you came up, and it kind of just came up with the very angry search fail to find any results. You know, you got that 404 failure code come up.
So I don't know how. So can I use it to? Let's see. Basically, reroute the search.
Yeah, basically you can give yourself an advantage. We'll say you can do, for 2 advantages, you can upgrade your next roll searching anything about this gentleman. Okay. Because you've already taken care of some searches that aren't coming up with anything. So you've already bypassed the fail search bracket.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you guys think you want to do since you see them doing their business? It's pretty much...
Okay, now the bounty is to bring him in alive.
Right.
Crew bonus, dead or alive.
We can ambush him.
Also get the disruptor rifles if at all possible.
And by the way, disruptor rifles perk your ears.
Yeah, and I'm like,
say what was happening.
By the way, disruptor rifles are illegal everywhere.
That was my thought.
I mean,
but that was only one.
Like, there's 25. I'm sorry, we only counted 22. They must have already sold the others.
I'm afraid you don't fail your deception.
Exactly. See, that's the thing.
And the hatchet plan. We get on their ship and we hide, and we put that restraining bolt on the command center so they can't take off.
Well, only work on a droid.
Well, your Slicer friend does know that in Star Wars, when landing pads go, command and control actually can lock down the landing pad so you can't take off.
Because we can slice them so they can't take off.
So the ship is the guy that was smuggling the goods?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's head to the ship.
And the ship is, by the way, the Womp Rat's shadow.
We can ambush them on the ship too. Close
Yeah,
the doors
if we...
behind them.
That's my thought.
Because if we kill the crews remaining on the ship, okay, and pretend to be their other crew members.
Yep.
Okay, lock down the ship.
Yep.
I mean, it looks as though he's got himself and at least her. Was there another one with them?
It looks like only
It's just the 2. So if we go take out the other crew first,
yep.
It's fine with me. I only have 2 handcuffs on me.
2 binders.
I do. I have 2 binders on me.
Yeah, I say we scurry to the ship.
Since the droid was amazing, it's like, hey, I know where they're going.
Yeah.
So it's like we can do this.
Yeah, let's make our way.
So you guys are gonna book it straight to the ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys on foot doing the little go through the market.
Okay, hold on. Actually, one thing. What if should we wait to see how? I mean, does it look? Did we get the impression from her picking it up that the deal wasn't going to happen?
It sounded like the deal was going to happen, but the gentleman, the arms dealer they're talking to, is being a total d-bag and trying to backpedal on how much he was paying them originally.
You don't have weapons right now.
He wasn't expecting them to be alive with
weapons. But no, what I'm saying is she doesn't have weapons right now, so it's not like she can. I mean, she can probably, help with the, with stuff, but she has a comm link.
Yeah.
She can see if he completes the deal. Are they going to set up a meeting place to deliver those, or are they going to all go to his ship? Because that means that the guy who's buying them might bring his own men.
Right.
So this way we know if she stays behind to kind of keep an eye on them, and then beeline to the ship, because she knows where it is.
True.
That way we get the heads up. She can comm link us, say, hey, it's not just him and her incoming, it's this.
Okay.
And then, I'm just saying, since she doesn't have a gun.
If we have enough time, we can move the rifles before they get to the ship.
We don't have a ship, but maybe we can
move
them
off. So
I'm sure we have temporary.
You're scum and villains. Yeah. Well, you guys have places you guys are staying at.
Okay.
Yeah. It said there was how many crew?
On the ship, there was 5 crew total. The
So
captain
two-
and 5
per-
crew.
So there's
Five
3 on the ship.
Yeah, it's 500 per crew member plus 3,000 for the captain alone.
Right.
Okay,
So
but one
5
of the
crew.
crew might just be a pilot.
All right. So there's at least there's 2 with them now.
There's one with
Do we
the
know-
second in command is with the captain right now. So it's
Okay,
the
so-
captain plus 1. So
there's
that
still
means
We
there's
know
4.
the
more
majority
on
of
the
them.
ship.
We know the majority of them are Debronians,
Right.
but possibly a couple Rhodians.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
um,
Yeah. So at least 4 are potentially on the ship.
And the nice thing is, by the way, you do have their names.
Right.
When the pictures came by, it had their actual names.
so then
with
do
them.
we have bios on them? Like basic, hey, this person's known
They're
to be a
not really
pilot.
bios, but it's the name and the planet of origin.
Okay.
It's almost like their employer is providing you this information.
Well, let's get to the pad.
Or
I can lock it down.
Or because do we want to leave, what's
I'll stay behind.
MK, right?
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say.
MK Ultra.
MK, yeah.
When you're in your final form, you will be MK Ultra.
And then that way you can just make a beeline once we have,
Yeah.
and we can start laying the groundwork because hopefully you as a slicer, right? You're a
Yeah.
slicer. If we lock down the ship, they're not going anywhere anyways.
Right. And some of them could be out doing stuff too.
What
They might
weapons
not
do you
all
have?
Just to hold out.
Okay. And
These guys
Okay,
laser,
so then it
laser
will-
Dillinger.
well, then basically I am the only gunner right now. I have the blaster carbine, but I am a Twi'lek.
You are inspired by that?
All species practically have a soft spot for the female Twi'lek.
Oh yeah, that's
It's true. That's why we get the bonus for charm.
That's why you get the bonus to presence, yeah.
Yeah.
Get on
So-
the ship, seduce them, kill them.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping, but
Yeah.
we'll see. She's not. I didn't see her as she's more of a.
Yeah.
Well, let's
I'll rip your guts
get
out.
there, get it locked down.
Okay.
I also have a thought on how we can work that.
Okay, good. I mean,
So you guys, you know the street, you know the dirty underbelly, the smugglers' moons. You guys are making good headway there. You're taking the public transit angle, but you guys are there, so you see this big building that goes up about 16 levels, and it's basically lily pads around the building that are spots.
Okay.
Now you guys know already it's got a big freight vader or a smaller elevator so you can take on faster lift tubes, but you do know the exact level of basically the code that you have of what pad, so you know
what's
where
your
you're going.
computers?
If it's computers, you want to look at him.
I just have
You want the
one.
slice.
Yeah, but no, the
I
thing
just
is,
have one intelligence.
Roger,
I was-
Roger.
I was hoping that if she said, hey, they're on their way, that she could somehow delay them by like.
Stop them and be like,
Well, she could.
What is your floor? Hits 3 buttons right at the bottom.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Hits 3 more buttons. Right at the bottom. Please tip on your way out.
So when we get there, how many elevators go up?
So basically, there's 3 freight elevators and then 3 little lift tubes that go really fast.
But they all go to the same.
They all go to all
of
the
them.
different levels. Yeah.
Okay. So
And you see, it's an old, barely maintained system. If there was a security system on this thing, their McAfee is way out of date.
In order for him to lock down the ship without anybody really noticing, is that done at the?
That's done through the landing port. So, like at the elevator, he can jack right into the port there while you guys are going up in the elevator to do that because that's not in the ship. It's they magnetize the landing.
Okay, so there's not somebody I can distract while he does it in
Yeah,
order
you
to
don't
give
need
him
to
an
do that.
advantage.
You
Okay.
could if you wanted to. Do you want to hit the please buzz for help button on the lift? If there may be a human operator there that could resist his hacking.
Okay, yeah, because I want to do that in order to
Okay.
give him an advantage, hopefully,
Okay.
of doing it without anyone noticing.
Okay. Go ahead and so what you
And
pull
I'm gonna
your
flip
cord
right
out-
side.
You really want to give me all of those?
Yeah, well.
Spread the power. Makes me more power.
Okay, so for
On the power of the dark side. We've got to the dark side,
so I'm gonna go with charm as opposed to because it gives me more against what?
Okay. It's going to be against the 2 purple for this. You hit the help button, and while you're hacking in here, you're going to go ahead and give me a roll against 3 purple for the computer. to lock it down. You do have a blue because, of course, this thing is so out of date. It's not been supported in a while. And on your end, you hear a pop of bubblegum as you see some feet up on a desk blocking the camera as you first hit that please buzz for help.
Okay.
And you go ahead and drop your roll, and all of a sudden the feet lift up, and it's this young human face, and it's got this security guard uniform.
I have 2 success and 1 threat.
1 threat.
Okay. 1 threat.
And immediately he goes, when he looks at the screen, and you can see he's like probably barely 17, chewing on gum, uniform's covered in stains. Looks like it's 2 sizes too big for him.
It's like, oh no, I was like,
Hey,
can you tell me the way to the so-and-so bar?
Oh, I'll tell you the way to the San Jose. So,
Flick of the Leku. Really what I'm saying in the Leku speech is like, oh,
douchebag.
I would gut you right here and now, kid, but I'm not going to. Oh.
So he said, well, you need to go up to floor 100.1 so you can come to my office. If you want, I can go ahead and bypass the elevator to come right up.
Oh, no, I was just trying to get directions.
Oh, what time are you thinking you're going to be there?
Actually, I'm going to be there in, say, 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yes, I have to make a stop first, but...
Well, I can't give you directions there, but I can give you directions to the place just down the street when I take my meal break in 4 hours.
Oh, really? Okay, what's the name of that place?
Hold on, I'll shoot you the directions. And you see him like he's touching, the camera's right there, he's touching the keyboard. All of a sudden on your display shows this little automated map where you're seeing this happy face moving over here, and it goes right to here, to this place. It's the satisfied slug.
You don't mind if you don't mind if my girlfriend comes with me?
I think I got enough to treat both of you. Where is she? And he's like looking around the camera.
Oh no, that's why I have to. That's the stop I have to make. I have to go get her.
Oh, here, let me help. And he does some buttons, and all of a sudden you feel the elevator like go a little bit faster. As he's like, oh, a little more power there. You've now got a direct route so nobody can interrupt your elevator to the floor you're going to.
All right. Well, hopefully see you soon.
Anything I can do?
And that's why my Lekus are going, oh God, I need a shower.
I need to use the refresher.
Oh.
Yeah, anything I can do to help you lovely ladies, like keep the elevator on your floor?
Yes, although I do have a droid friend coming later too, but he won't be joining us for dinner.
Oh, okay, because, I hate to see what a droid would eat.
He won't be there.
Face,
he won't be there. I just have to deliver some instructions.
All right there, Toots. When you get there, just make sure you hit the button, and also hit the button in his keyboard. You see on the elevator controls, a little blinky blue button. And we'll go ahead and hold that as a priority guest reservation for your elevator there. So that way you and your precious cargo can get off in time.
What? I'm going to put my leg in front of my face.
Okay, so...
and like the whole time it's like...
Like over here,
yeah, you're right.
Hacking it so you can text overlay on the screen. Okay, it hits the level you guys need, locks in, and basically little doors open up.
I'm going to send a comm to...
that was like perfect sound effect. Whoever just did that.
That was me.
I'm going to send a comm to her that basically I have this elevator specifically locked just for her, so no one else could take it.
Okay, whoosh, doors open up. So meanwhile, negotiations are going good. There's a bunch of proverbial saber rattling going on over, you will pay me this price. And of course then the Gamorrean guards get all puffed up, and then he kind of backs off, and they kind of back off. And the guy basically pulls his little data stick out and jabs it in the controller, and he pays, and it's like, okay, here's the location that I want you to deliver my weapons to. And you overhear the warehouse location for that.
I'm going to calmly you guys the location.
As
Because
well
if
as
all works out,
So-
we can sell the information about who wants to buy them to the
as
person.
well as the clearance codes for the landing pad on top of the warehouse to show
So
off the
they're-
automated defenses.
So they're not making any exchange at their ship
No,
there.
so,
which I
okay,
figured was
good,
gonna
that's
be the case.
awesome.
That's why I
But-
figured.
But we could theoretically serve them up on a platter as well and make
Oh, yeah.
a little extra cred.
Okay.
Meatballs.
They're a little thing.
So, no success, but 3 advantage, right?
3 advantage. That's the good thing is the no threat. You know,
Yeah,
it's
no.
so basically you're trying to lock down the landing pad. You do it, and you're just like, there's something. This program is so glitchy that every time you keep saying lock, it's going unlock. Did you say unlock? Yes or no? Did you say unlock? Yes or no? And every time you put it in no, it's saying yes.
Just keep trying again.
Obviously, no one has patched their software in quite a while.
Okay, so I'm like over.
But with the advantage, I will give you a free upgrade with this network because you've been sitting there while she was having her conversation, just
Because
mashing
it was
away.
a long conversation.
That you get a upgrade anytime you're now in this network at this landing pad. So if you guys do come back to this pad as well, you'll be able to turn one of your green into a yellow for free.
Nice.
Sweet.
Because you basically had tried to, you basically are doing the IT thing at this point of fixing the damn programming because the programming's
It's like,
broken.
okay, this is stupid. Let's go down to a lower language. Oh,
Yeah.
let's go down to another lower language.
It's
Oh
like-
God, we've gone to DOS.
Yes.
Someone upgrade to Linux. Let me start patching a new program. You guys are running Windows 1.
Yeah, let me upgrade this for you.
Free Firefox. Would you like to download? Yes. The admin code is admin123.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are at the flight deck that you see. It opens up, little open lily pad style, and it's basically a YT-1300, basically Millennium Falcon Corellian Corvette, and it's got this really nice paint job where there's some weird. You can't see what's on top of it, but it's like brownish, but the bottom is all blackish, so it looks like somebody's got a custom paint job on it. It does look like your classic Corellian Corvette that's been modified many times. It's got the mini gun on the top and the bottom. Not like the Millennium Falcon where it's got the cool quad cannons and the cool radar discs.
Right.
Those are cool upgrades. But you know,
Not quite
it's seen some rough weather, but it's still perfectly serviceable ship. And the landing pad is the landing hatch is up.
Oh.
And on the Corellian ones, it does have an airlock on both sides, so it's a little round shape you see on the sides, as well as the big unloading and loading cargo bay. So I'll let you guys take a moment, formulate your plans. I bust out a picture of one to make life easier for you.
So do you think you can hack the...
Well, I had a slightly different idea.
Okay.
And if our science
Oh,
society wants to do a quick computer, you can actually get the floor plans of your standard without even doing a roll. It's such a common ship.
Yeah,
It's
right.
been around for a couple hundred years.
Just maybe the hidden cargo.
Yeah, unless
are
it's
not
you
not
just
known.
you just killed my dark side points.
Now we can use the dark side
Yeah.
points too, right?
No, only
No,
I can
only
see.
Oh, okay.
you can only use light side points. Unless,
So-
of course, we're dark, we're set.
Yeah, if you're playing
That's
dark
opposite.
side.
Okay.
So on the landing pad, it looks like the same outline, but it basically connects to the building here.
Okay.
Your lift lets you out.
Oh, like
this
Cloud
way.
City kind of thing?
Exactly. Where it's got a little lily pad connected to the building. You can either come out this way on the lift or go into the center of the hollow chamber and go that way. So that way you can load and unload cargo.
I love the Bear Grove there, so that's awesome.
That's not there, that's the...
Or, well, yeah.
The snow beast.
Yeah. I love that though. So, my thought is we go up and you practice your skills some more and pretend like we are at the wrong, we're here at the ship for transport. And we may be the wrong ship. We get them out and hopefully one or two come out. We can blast them real quick. And then from there we can take and move in.
Can you put on my data pad saying that, with the thing, report to...
Yeah.
Saying so that they say, hey, look, I'm supposed to report here for transport.
Me and my
You know?
associate.
Yeah, look, it's right here. It says that we're supposed to report to this, so...
You're looking for bonus dice when you try to do your thing. I like this. Because it's basically having some legitimate credentials.
Yeah. So,
I've got a slicer, and I'm giving him full access to my data pad.
Mm-hmm. And you do have pictures of that Tim, if you want to put that
Sure.
like a little the remote port with the captain's face in the top
Yeah.
corner. Okay, so Slicer whips that up really quick for you, and literally does the Bluetooth swipe. So it goes right to your thing. It's modern technology. I just point my ears, but swipe.
There we go. Sound good?
Okay.
I think that's a good approach. We can kind of assess how many might be there before we make
And
a
we know the
move.
guy's name, so
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That way we can assess before we make a move on them.
I'm here for extra.
Oh God, it's the fire
It's a fire
alarm.
May I have your
Yeah.
attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
No.
There has been a fire reported in the building. Please proceed to the nearest exit.
What do you say?
I think he just said don't worry about it. I'll tell you.
Usually
I'll be right back.
May
So
I have
obviously
your
there must be a
attention,
firefight on one of the other
There's been
ends.
a fire
We called in a fire alarm.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you see people running?
Yeah. No. It happened one other time I was here, so some kid
It
probably
stopped apparently.
It's bogus one. Someone's been smoking in the bathroom.
probably
Probably.
If we sell smoke,
some little hood pulled the plug.
We now know what the klaxon will sound like if a firefight breaks out.
Right?
Probably about 2 hours after it breaks out.
but now we just need to make sure that can you block? What if he just calls into the guy though?
Well, that's okay. We still have delay. We act like we don't.
Yeah, and then we
all
just
we
fire
know is
on
this is
him.
what we
Okay.
know. Yeah.
I love how
Exactly.
she defaults. We'll just fire
Well,
off.
that was my plan. Once we kind of assess, then we fire.
Yeah.
But at least we get a couple out, and maybe that's all there is, or
But can you set it
Yes,
up
yes,
so
yes.
that they can't like? I mean, worst you can do is it just doesn't happen. That it blocks signals going out right now.
I don't have a scrambler, but I can
Oh, okay.
plug into the building and
You
see.
can plug into the building's communication system.
I was gonna say and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that first.
Give
We
me
can
a
set that up first,
slicing.
except for our specific comms.
It's normally 3 purple, but it's going to be 2 purple and a red.
Can't hurt to try.
Yeah. Ouch.
Oof.
No, but it looks like we might have advantage. Possibly.
Let's see.
Now remember, you do get a free upgrade in the system, so you get to turn that green
Oh.
into a yellow.
Oh,
You
that's
need another yellow?
yeah.
Because you are in the same network.
Advantage.
You can take whichever was better.
Yeah, that one was better.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
had
true.
that
That was
too.
Yeah.
two. So we got a failure, 2 failures, no, 3 failures, and then what? 1, 3, 4 advantages.
Okay, so you have a lot of advantages. How would you like to spend those?
Give them disadvantage on their rolls to check.
Yeah.
We don't actually scramble it, but we can give them a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
Or
just
tweak
so
the
overconfident.
frequencies
By
somehow,
my-
so it's not coming through clear instead of.
Okay, oh,
Or you
it's,
cause a static.
that's true. It's basically all channels right now have a garbled static.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're pretty sure you jammed everybody's transmissions, but if you get on the radio and find out that they're not quite jammed. But you're pretty sure, according to the software that you're working with here, that is so outdated.
Okay, let's go up and
Meanwhile, Security Central upstairs trying to bathe himself in the
And we're
refresher
just
of the
being real
office.
jovial about.
Put on his
Hey,
same security
did
uniform.
you catch the pod racing the other night?
Yeah, yeah.
And, oh my god! I had money on so and so, and
I lost a ton.
yeah, but it was still fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was a close one.
Very
No,
close.
I mean, yeah, as we're doing this as we
So
walk.
you guys are walking out there in
Knocking
case
on the door.
security cameras walking out,
Uh-huh.
watching you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time I'm gonna bet on the hut. Obviously, I should.
Well, they tend to have the advantage.
Yeah, the advantage. That's not say no more.
Okay, so you get there and basically a little automated camera comes and just looks at you guys.
Thanks. We're here. Open up.
Who are you?
I'm gonna give a fake name. Ula. And what's your fake name?
What's your AKA?
Bento.
Ula Mento. I was like, what's the guy's name again?
We don't know any Ulapento.
Well, my datapad said so-and-so
You see the little lens. Focus.
asked for some extra muscle. So here we are, right there. Something about some delivery. Just wanted an extra little present.
Go ahead and give me a deception roll there. You're going to get 2 blue.
Ooh.
And it's going to be against a red and a purple.
Alrighty.
Wow,
Oh.
you smashed the heck out of it.
Okay, apparently I got 3 success, but I have 1 threat.
Okay. So the threat is slowly building its way up. A lot of tricks that a lot of GMs use the threat for triggering things to happen.
Sure.
Okay, so, hold on while we get the hash down. Step back.
No problem.
And you see the prototypical and then the hydraulic hatch starts coming down. You see a Deveronian and a Rhodian come out and they've got the little blaster pistols
Is
out.
NK on their way, by the way?
Yeah, NK is on her way.
Okay. You know which.
Which landing pad?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
told us.
Yeah, the droid's supposed to be along shortly.
What droid?
See? Droid. Like, what was it? A refurbished battle droid. They wanted just for, like, to look ominous.
That sounds legit. So, are you supposed to start unloading, or,
Yeah, actually, yes.
They finished the deal.
Yeah, so we were sent over to...
We keep looking at each other.
Who are we looking at?
The Rhodian and one of the Deveronians.
Hey, which one of you was like, okay, the one we think was like, so-and-so is, but one of these guys is like, who we kind of think might be the pilot,
Okay.
you know? Yeah, you're supposed to, they have the hover thing, it's like, yeah, we're supposed to start unloading them so that it can be taken over to, you know, and I'm going to drop the name of the guy we know who was...
Oh, the gun smuggler.
Okay. Smuggler.
Oh, we got a lift on board.
Who else we got to help? Is it just the 4 of us
Just
then
us?
right now? Or?
There's 2 more, but they're taking some time in their bunks.
Oh, okay,
2
great.
more, so there's 6 crew.
No.
No,
These
2
two
here.
plus
2
2 more and 2.
Oh, gotcha. On the ship. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I misunderstood.
They're referring to on the ship that there's 2 more of their crew, but they're sleeping right now.
Yeah, but that would mean that there's 6 of the crew. We were told there were only 5.
5 plus the captain.
5 plus captain.
Yeah, but she's with the captain, so there's only 3 on the ship.
No, there's total
5 crew
6.
plus a captain. 2 that you're talking to, 2 that are sleeping, 2 that are at the negotiation.
Yeah, so 6. I thought there were only 5.
Oh, no.
That's what
No,
I was
sorry.
confused about.
It's
I
okay.
thought-
It's okay.
I
Once
thought
you
we
start
were-
pulling the trigger,
I
the
thought we
numbers
were
will go
only
down.
going to go to 3 against 3. I
Whoa.
might have miscalculated.
Right now, where you got 2.
Yeah. So,
And they're kind of...
how good are you at? You're their holdout. How?
I'm
What's
a
the
yellow and
damage
2
on
green.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's pretty proficient.
Right, because I'm like, if we can take them from behind, how?
Right now.
And then, like, so they turn around and we blast
Okay.
them.
And they're basically waving you on and start unloading.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid to unload.
Yeah. Well, when they turn to go into the ship
Uh-huh.
to lead us, let's nail them.
Okay.
Automatically get stealth.
You want advantage?
I want advantage.
You want a blue dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
So, you guys, you're like, you wait for them to show you the way, and
Yeah,
they basically,
lead on.
as soon as you guys are stepping up, when you're about 2 to 3 steps away from them, they turn around and start to lead you guys.
Okay.
Okay? Are you guys going to take an ambush round?
Yep.
That's what it sounds
Yep.
like.
So that would be against what? 2 purples since they're not expecting it.
Yep, 2 purples, and you're going to give yourself a blue dice for
I got the
advantage.
blue die.
Yep.
Actually,
Wow.
wait, I was going to say, only 1 purple, because you're within short distance right
Well,
now.
it's the same one. So.
Yeah,
Oh, is
so
that
Okay.
it's 1 purple.
One.
It's going to be very
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, I definitely succeeded. I got 2 successes and 4 advantages.
Wow.
Success.
Well,
and
I'm going after whichever race is the hardier.
Okay.
I was gonna shoot the road again.
Which is probably, the
Terrible.
Devronian is probably heavier.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much damage did you do with your attack?
Okay, now, deal 9 damage on a hit, plus 1 damage per additional per successful roll. So, that would be 10.
Okay, are you going to crit for some extra damage as well?
Well, I did get 4, so yes, that's 3 for a critical.
Okay, and how much damage did you do?
So 5 plus 1 success, so 6 with 2 advantage. So
Okay, yeah, you basically both execute both of them in the back.
Okay.
I'm going to use my leftover advantage to give me a bonus die for my next.
Okay, for your next action.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so literally you guys both just Pulp Fiction them from behind
We went medieval on their buttocks.
as their bodies hit the cargo deck. And you can see that, typical setup with cargo deck. There's basically 2 hover...
Okay, so then they're probably in here if the guys were telling the truth.
Mhm.
But they might have heard it. If they
Maybe.
were sleeping, we don't know.
So there's 2 hover sleds, basically little push carts.
Okay, because hopefully if they were actually sleeping, they might not have heard it right away
Right.
because they're all the way over here.
Yeah.
We were down here. They were just walking in. I mean,
Perception
they were
is
here.
our
We were
movement.
here, though.
Okay, go for it.
No,
Yeah,
but
okay.
we went
It's
up to
too
the
purple.
freight because they were unloading.
Yep.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Well, let's see. No failures.
No, there's 1 failure.
Oh, sorry, 1 failure or successes. I meant to say,
And
and 2
2 advantage.
advantage.
2 advantage? Okay, so what would you like to do for your 2 advantage?
You could lock the whole ship down.
Yeah, there's a data port you can go, it's,
Right.
I didn't hear anything, but I immediately saw the direct main line to the CP. The
Yeah,
ship's
exactly. That was my next step, was
Yeah.
to close the door, lock it down.
So you basically see behind you, a piece of old cargo. You move it, you see that's the actual CPU of the ship's computer
Okay.
brain. So instead of jacking into one of the terminals, you go right into the computer brain.
Okay.
Okay? So you immediately get your zip.
Yep, hooking up and locking down the door.
Okay, scramble with your preset code of security codes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, nobody will ever figure that one out.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
No, they might try that one. But the others,
Don't forget.
password. Okay.
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Okay. So you're basically jacking into the computer. Are you moving the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you concealing them or just
I'm
tossing
putting them in
to
the
side?
cargo hold right now.
Okay.
Because then, if what we can do is, if we can go over to the crew chamber and literally, like, you kneel down, me, because I have a much bigger gun than you, so I can stand. We could literally open up and just start firing in there.
We could steal the ship.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I would
you
like to
also
do that.
you also are hacking into the ship. Computer roll could cause that door to be locked down.
Well, that was
Or
the other thought.
The door becomes a
We
cell.
You don't have
we
to kill. Would be to lock
You
the
can
crew
vent the
board.
atmosphere
We
too.
can vent the
Oh,
totally. No, I'm
Fire
serious.
suppression system going off until they fall down.
Uh-huh.
That's
Literally.
true, yeah, that'll work.
That way,
Slicers are deadly,
because
so
we don't know if they have slicer gear in there. They could break out if they have their
They
own
could.
slicer.
Okay,
So
good.
let's just take them out of the running. Let's
Right.
gas them.
That works.
I'm
That's
so evil.
no reason
Oh my
to-
god.
no reason a chance getting shot. Which
Exactly.
worked for me. So,
Do you feel the dark side pulling at you when you're deciding this?
and if they try, I got defensive hacking. So,
They're good to me, dead. I get paid either way.
Okay,
And
so,
I only have 2 handcuffs.
so go ahead and give me a roll against 3 purple. And are you wanting to grab any extra dice before
You get a blue. How
You
many
get a
blue does
blue.
for for your advantage?
Okay.
damn.
No, that's good. You succeeded. We know for sure you
Yeah.
succeeded, but you didn't generate threat.
Yeah. So we got 2,
No,
1 success,
And 1
2,
threat.
1 threat. Yep.
Yeah. So 1 success, but 1 threat.
Okay, so you got your success. So exactly what do you do to these guys in this room?
Go walking down the door.
Okay,
Yeah,
you just hit the door magnetize in place.
and then basically start to
venting or
Some kind of dangerous gas is released.
well,
Cool.
just release the oxygen from the chamber,
Okay.
increasing the oxygen level.
Oh no, there's been a fire in the room. Suck all the oxygen out.
Yep.
It's a good thing they disabled the camera in this room because you don't want to see what's happening in there.
That's all right.
But with your threat, the ship alarm does go off on. There's the whoop whoop whoop.
Okay.
Whoop. Basically, for the threat that's been building up, it's basically there's some kind of environmental alarm going off.
okay.
Maybe there's low oxygen, or you're
Yeah,
just,
maybe.
or all this smog is
Low
just
oxygen
coming
in
in
the
the
crew area.
Which, by the way, you can
Has
disable with a
MK
flick of your wrist.
Okay.
Has MK arrived yet?
And just by this point, MK.
Well, he's venting. I'm looking for guns for her. I'm
Well, you got
thinking
2
that-
bodies.
Well, the disruptor rifle might be a dead giveaway. I think if we don't really want to get on the bad side of these guys, but if these guys are as bad as we think they are, they may have some nice weapons anyways.
Right.
I have a plan that I want to hatch, by the way. We move all of the disruptor rifles to another storage box, hide me in there with some disruptor rifles, and whenever we get there and they open it up,
Happy birthday to
complete
you.
massive-
Well, see, I think that
Yeah.
we should, our employers, we should say, hey, look, we've recovered this stuff for you, but we have a really good idea.
Anytime you can ping them.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like,
we
well,
wanna make sure
let's
we're
wait until
secure
we get we still have 2 more Debronians to get.
Uh-huh.
But I love your idea. Because think about it.
So we would like to ask for a bonus check.
Yeah.
If
Because
you
they
have
might be
competition.
as extra.
a birthday cake out of the box.
Right.
Happy birthday, bitches.
So.
Okay.
Alright.
So you guys, for all intents and purposes, believe that you are the only life signs on this ship right now. Which, by the way, since you're in the computer, you can see life sign scanner. Nothing
Let's search
except
the
2
ship.
fading blips in that room
Right.
that are slowly fading out to nothing.
So they're not fighting much at the
No,
moment.
they're basically in the dying in their sleep.
Sweet. Alright.
They may have an astromech, so keep your restraining bolt on hand.
Go ahead.
Just in case.
So if you want to keep, I'll
just have visions of Reggie.
I'll look at the crew manifest and equipment for the ship as far as droids and so forth.
As soon as you pull the crew manifest on the little DOS, it's basically the little the registration for the ship.
Right.
It's a completely different ship. You
Ah.
can tell someone didn't do a good job of putting fake registrations on this ship, but basically it is pinging to the friend foe identifier in the
It's not a
engine.
diplomatic mission.
But basically, this is not a YT-1300 you're seeing. It's a YT-2400, which is a completely different shaped ship. But it does have the same mass, so if someone was just scanning from long distance,
Sure.
it would say, ping, it's a YT-2400.
Okay.
So someone has obviously not put good money into getting this thing built into a good smuggling ship yet.
We'll have to fix it.
But oddly enough, now that you are looking at the DOS, you actually know that this ship belongs to your employer.
Oh,
So they stole the ship too.
so we can return
Well,
the ship.
in theory, it's on loan for them.
Oh.
Their payment for renting the ship was going to come out of their payday for the delivery.
Okay. Sweet.
You know, we could supersede that and say, hey,
Yeah.
if you would want the people who are trying to buy those guns in exchange for the ship.
Ship's expensive.
Ship's very expensive.
Do we have the cargo on board?
Oh, the cargo.
Sure.
Yeah, the
We verified
cargo.
the cargo.
There are 2 flats with 4 crates,
Okay.
and you pretty much believe the crates what they are because they actually have the corporate name brand on them. These are brand new, shiny crates.
And if we say, hey, and we would be available for other work for you.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
So
give us the need.
yeah. So if you want to watch out for the droid,
Well, I mean, or just
and
we're gonna search the ship real quick while she's on her way up.
Okay.
well, I was gonna
Hopefully beating the other 2.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna ping the employer and kind of fill them in where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
When tell them that we still
So-
have yet to recover the captain, but we have the 4 of the crew members. We
Yeah.
have the
So I'm letting them know we've
and we know where the delivery is supposed to take
4
place.
crew. We got your shipment,
And the ship.
and a bonus. We have actually recovered your ship as well.
Okay, and literally as you're saying that, the Rodian's like, and he's basically relaying what you're saying to someone, and immediately this beautiful brunette with like little braids and sparkly things in her hair pushes the Rodian out of the way of the chair. You've got my ship.
We have recovered your ship with the goods in the ship.
Yes.
Now for a bonus, the captain and his co-pilot are still on their way. We're waiting to take them. But we also know where they're planning to make the exchange. If you want to catch the other side of the deal and work with us to capture the ones that he was making the side deal with.
What kind of price would that cost me?
Well, we are currently short a ship at the moment for continuing efforts that we need.
And I'm going to butt in and say, and we'd be willing to take on extra jobs for a reduced fee to help compensate.
So which one of you two wants to negotiate?
I
The
will
droid's
negotiate.
coming up the gangplank right now, and you guys are like,
I will
really-
negotiate because I have the better negotiation.
You're coming up the gangplank of the ship, and you see these two in front of the data pad. They're like all smooshed in close.
Oh, I'll let her take
I have a better
negotiate?
negotiation.
Okay, so that's what you're going to negotiate?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going
I'm
to be
not saying give
against-
us the ship outright because I know that would not be,
Yeah.
you know. But hey, we have, so far, we are more than ahead of the game.
So it's going to be against 2 purple and a red. Let's go ahead.
I'm going to call it first.
Oh. See what how badly this negotiation goes. Is your contract going to work for life? She'd be very fair.
Ha! Okay.
Wow.
So, I have no success, but I have 2
Your
advantages.
advantage. Okay, so your negotiation for the ship does not succeed. But she looks at you and she smirks. She's got the ugly.
I've got balls, man.
You know, I like a businesswoman. As from one businesswoman to another businesswoman. I don't want you flying in that piece of Gundark refuse, the Womp Rat Shadow. It's really is. It's the worst of my ships.
And why we're so excited to get it back.
Because I only have 3 ships in my fleet right now. But for an extremely reduced fee, I'm willing to let you use one of the best ships in my fleet. The Lady's Luck. Used to be my own personal smuggling ship.
What type of ship is it and why are you being so accommodating?
Well, I see you as a competent group of folks and trustworthy. I mean, you called me immediately when you found my ship. I mean, you know, a lot of people would wait till they got all the eggs in their own basket before calling to cash in.
Oh, we're not cashing in yet. We're still going to get the rest of it now.
See, exactly. This is why I like you already. I hardly feel like, you know, we haven't spent more than a few, you know, parsecs talking to each other, and I like you already. Parsecs. It's time and space. At least as Lucas uses it.
Parsecs measure distance.
No.
Per seconds.
He's just doing it to annoy me.
Yeah, I know it's your thing. I'm going to do this because I want you to become retainers for my consortium.
When you say retainer, what do you specifically mean?
I want you to work for me.
And only you?
Well, I don't mind if you freelance a little, but as you've seen from my previous employees there, I don't like if you try to moonlight on my action and on my dime.
And if we were to accept this retainer, okay, what would be your cut?
I would only ask for 10%, and you have open use of my ship as part of your retainer fee.
But no ownership, not even rent home?
We can renegotiate after we've had a few solid business negotiations, because I do have very sentimental attachments to it.
We bring in the last 2, we rent to own.
Deal?
5%.
Nothing the ship and
Unfortunately, she won't budge on the 5%.
What was the other ship?
The lady slug.
Whatever.
Now, I was going to ask you guys, between the 3 classes of ship you can go for as a Edge of Empire group, I was going to give you the option of what class she was.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we can work that out.
Yeah, we can
Let's
work that out, yeah.
take on it's for
Yes.
we have 2 hours.
Because usually the YT-1300 is the most combat and transporty, and then there's, you either go more combat
Plus, it's
or more
cool
transporty.
because it's so much money.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most common
But I do like the
ones.
2400. Sorry.
Yeah.
I do X-Wing and I like Dash.
Yeah.
I like that chip, but...
And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
On the battlefield, I'm a warrior, ready to kill or be killed. I've defeated orcs from the north, sent Kandorian demon spawns back to the depths, and drank with Cimmerian heroes. But when I get back from a hard day of disemboweling my enemies, I enjoy nothing more than to open my castle doors and find a dungeon crate as my reward for blood well spilled. Designed for role players and tabletop gamers, Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service with a treasure hoard of loot you can use on or off the battlefield. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handcrafted items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. So what say you? Are you ready for postal glory? Oh boy. DungeonCrate.com. Let the adventure begin!
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
If you want to be very...
What are your mechanics?
Oh, mine's fine. Mine's 2 green and a yellow. So.
Yeah, so we just have him do the upgrades on you and you're good.
Yeah. And
only
this
2
game is
green.
like all the classic Star Wars games. It's all about the mods.
Oh, yeah.
There's an amazing list of mods that you can do to things.
Yep.
Alright, so everybody ready? Everybody hydrated? Because that's important.
Right.
Could you pass me my soda, which is whichever one you don't want?
Actually, let me do that before we get